I genuinely don't know how this video is gonna go or if it's even gonna work. But my friends were like, at work, I was telling them that, and they were saying, you never know unless you try, so we're gonna do it together. But I've never done something like this before, and I have no idea what I'm filming this weekend, and it's already Tuesday. So we're gonna try this and see how it goes, and if it works, if it's even long enough to be a video. So for this video, I'm actually getting ready for my first ever, I guess you would say, book event. I've been to openings of bookstores and things like that, but I've never actually been to a book event. I think that really comes from the fact that back home, there's not a lot of book events in Alabama, especially in my little itty bitty small hometown. It was just never really an option unless I wanted to drive to Nashville. And that was usually far in between. And honestly, I've noticed that a bunch of book events are more so on weeknights. And so that just wasn't something that was doable for me, especially like when I have 8 a.m. classes the next morning for college. I am really excited now that I live in a big city. I do live in Charlotte now. And there's just so many more options for what's out there and available. So I am actually getting ready to go see Leigh Bardugo. I think that Leigh is most known for like Ninth House and Hellbent, but I'm actually going to an event for the 10th anniversary of the Six of Crows series. Fun fact, I've never read that series. I think that I talked about this in some of my other videos. I'm not really sure, but I'm 99% positive I did, that I've actually never read these books. I did borrow the Six of Crows series from my library, but I just never ended up finishing it. I also bought the audiobook, which was so hard to find, but again, I just didn't finish it. I've been very much mood reading lately, so that's just something that's kind of fallen to the back of my mind. I am really excited though, because with each ticket, we get to hear her in conversation with somebody. And on top of that, we get a signed copy of each book. So now I will have my own copy of the book. I actually bought 2 tickets because one of my best friends, she really loves this series and really wanted a signed copy of the book. So I was like, yes, I'll go and I'll get us both a book. But I didn't want the second ticket to go to waste. I mean, I guess it's not going to waste because either way I get the books. But I'm actually making my boyfriend come with me, and he has never read these books. Actually, that's not true. On our trip to Ohio this year, on the whole way back, I made him listen to the whole audiobook of Hellbent. We listened to it all the way there, all the way back, because I drove. And he had no clue what was going on, but he still kind of got the gist of it because he did listen to the whole audiobook. I'm also bringing my copy of Hellbent in my purse. Speaking of, I ordered a brand new bagu for fall, and I was so excited because it was going to get here, and I kind of think I have an idea of like what I want my outfit to be, but I'm honestly not sure. I'm definitely one of those people that I think I know what I want my outfit to be until I try it on and I'm like, I hate this. So it could definitely change, but for what I think my outfit's going to be, I thought it would be really cute to go with it. And it says that it was delivered Saturday, and it was not. And when I messaged them, they said that sometimes packages are like marked delivered before they're actually delivered. That's never happened to me, but I am kind of upset about it. And they said just wait till October 3rd, which is Friday. But I really wanted it to get here before then because I think it's going to be really cute. Another thing that sucks is the traffic. My boyfriend does not work in Charlotte, and he actually works on one of the busiest exits. And of course, he just started a new job, and he usually has to stay later, so he can't really leave early. And I am going to try to stop and pick him up, but honestly, if he runs too late, I'm just gonna have to send him his ticket, and he's just gonna have to meet me there. Oh, I kind of forgot where I was going with that. I kind of forgot I even mentioned that. I am bringing my copy of Hellbent of Ninth House. I meant to get a copy of Hellbent before this event was starting, but I forgot. but I am gonna try to sneak my copy of Ninth House into my purse and bring it in. I honestly am not even sure if I can bring a purse, but I think I can. But I'm hoping that when it's over with, I've seen where people have been taking pictures with her and she's been posting them and stuff. I'm really hoping that I can get her to sign my copy of Ninth House, but honestly, I'm not really sure if that's appropriate. I don't really see why it wouldn't be, and the people at work agreed with me, but I don't want it to make it awkward, so I'm gonna see what other people are doing because, like I said, I've never been to a book event before. This kind of reminds me of those videos that I've been seeing so much lately, and it's like, FaceTime with me, pretend we're on FaceTime together, a vlog, but we're on FaceTime. Those videos, this is kind of what those vibes are giving. And I'm also the type of person, a big reason where I was like, I don't really know how this video is gonna work for me is I'm definitely the type of person that when I get ready, I don't talk to people. I rarely ever even call or anybody with my friends. I usually am a texter. I am very, very social, so I will say that. But I think that when I'm getting ready, I just get so overstimulated and I really want to focus on what I'm doing because I'm not the best at makeup. So I really just sit and watch a YouTube video or listen to music. Usually I have more lighting when I get ready, but when I turn on the second light, the fan turns on. I have not really thought that's annoying. I mean, I did kind of think it was annoying sometimes because like when I'm just in here listening to music and I haven't just taken a shower or something, I'm like, this is kind of annoying. I wish that it would just turn the light on and there was a second button for the fan, but it's honestly whatever. I never really thought it was that annoying until I wanted to do this video. I never really wanted to do a video like this, so it's never really been a problem before. I also don't wear foundation anymore. I'm trying to find a foundation that I like or like a skin tint, but I don't know. I started using the Merit complexion stick. I just think that it feels so good that now every time that I try foundation on or something a little bit more full coverage, I feel like sticky and it's kind of overstimulating to me. I don't know why, but I usually just return it. I've tried so many. I've tried the Hourglass. I don't think I've tried Say yet. I've tried a bunch of different foundations and it's just feels weird to me for some reason. Speaking of new things, I just got the new Rhode. Ooh, she's an influencer. I just got the new Rhode Pocket Blush in Sleepy Girl. I say I got it. Actually, my friend picked it up for me. I really wanted Toasted Teddy because that's just what I've seen the girls using, and she was like, girl, this is really, really dark. This honestly looks dark, but it comes off like very natural. It was so funny because I got her to try it on me at work and she was like, oh my God, it matches your natural blush. And I was like, that's not a blush, that's rosacea, but it's still a good compliment. She also told me this trick of like putting it on your hand and then doing it on your face. I don't know why, but her makeup always looks so good. So, and her we trust. I'll do whatever she says. Okay, I know it looks dark on my hand too, but it's really not. Like when you do it on your face, and it's so blendable. I just used almost all of that on that one side. You can kind of see it now. And it's very blendable and very light. I'm definitely not the most blush heavy person. I do like the way blush looks on me, but like I just said, I've been kind of breaking out in this like really red rash, like right across here. And I honestly could not figure out what it was. And I went to the doctor the other day because I was like, what is this? And they were like, oh, it's rosacea. So that's been a new discovery for me. But honestly, it's really not bad. It kind of comes and goes for me. I don't think that's the case with most people, but I've been pretty fortunate of like, it just kind of comes and goes. I think it's cute. I think I did bring this side in a little bit too much, so I kind of try to even it out on that side. But I was also talking to another friend at work today, and we were talking about all the other colors, and I was telling her I wanted to get freckles. And she was like, I also have a cute color that I think would look really good on your skin tone. Let me go look at it and see what I ordered on my Sephora account. And when she went and checked, it was freckles. So I think that next time I go to Sephora, I'm planning a trip with the first friend that picked this up for me. we're going to Sephora because I need her to shade match me, because again, I'm trying to find a foundation, and I think I just want to try another foundation stick. I don't think I'll ever get rid of Merit complexion stick, but I do want to try something different. She recommended what I think is the LYS as a foundation. So we're gonna go and I'm gonna get her to shade match me, and I'm gonna try that for a while. Hopefully that one I won't return in the next week because I hate it. I'm not gonna lie, I used a lot, and I feel like it's a lot lighter than the picture, but I do really, really like it. She watches my videos, so I know she's gonna watch this and probably text me. If you see this and you call out that I mentioned you in the video, I will actually buy you a coffee at work next week on me, if you can call it out. That way I know you're really watching. I washed my hair this morning, but I did not style it because I knew that I'd want to curl it, but I didn't want to deal with the curls all day. I also didn't want to just do that this morning. I kind of just let it air dry and had it up for the first half of the day. I did just dye my hair, so it's been kind of hard to get adjusted to it just because I haven't had dark hair in a long time. But I told her I really wanted to go close to my natural, which I think she really did. And I'm actually in love with it. Sometimes I'm kind of like, who am I when I'm staring back in the mirror? But it's really growing on me, and I really like it. She did do exactly what I asked. Like I showed her a picture and she honestly nailed it. She always does. My hair lady always kills it, but I think that it's just that it's been so long since I've had dark hair, and my hair's been pulling so blonde lately. So it's definitely been a journey, but I think that she kind of killed it this time, and I think this is here to stay for a while. Honestly, not the best at curling hair. I kind of learned how to do it late 2024, but then I stopped curling my hair, so I feel like I have to relearn and re-practice every single time. But we're going to this concert for Brock on Saturday that he's been down to go to, and I think I'm gonna wake up and curl my hair for that too, just so I practice, because we're going out of town in 10 days. I've been counting down the days. I'm so excited for a little bit of vacation. We're going out of town in 10 days, so I want to be able to curl my hair where we're going really bad for all the cute pictures. So that's why I'm curling my hair now, so that way I can really feel confident when I'm doing it there. This is how I usually do it. I go halfway down, go up, then kind of release and go down to the bottom, go up again, and then kind of just let loose like that. I feel like people are going to judge me for this, but I just didn't know what size curling iron to get, but I knew I wanted to buy a Ionic. So I bought one from somebody I knew at work, and it ended up being a little bit bigger than what I wanted it to be. So I ended up buying another one, but I haven't gotten rid of the other one because it's like, what if I want it one day? What if I want those bigger curls? But the bigger curls just don't last. See, like I barely can get them to last as it is. I think it's just me getting too big of strands or something. But now I have that, and I have a Kristen S, and honestly, I feel like I can kill it with my Kristen S, but my hair's just gotten so long that I really feel like it's so hard to do it with the Kristen S. See, I remember like doing something like that where I like let it go, but I can't remember how I did that. Like, was I supposed to let it go? Nope. I feel like that's not right, but actually, okay, actually, I think I might have gotten it. See, I do this every time. Also, I feel like maybe that's how I'm supposed to be doing it. I feel like the clamp on the Bio-Ionic is super duper loose. Honestly, just feel like the whole thing's smooth. Like, I don't know if it's because it's a new curling iron and it's been forever. I think I've only had one curling iron my whole life. And it's very, very smooth. So I feel like it's constantly like letting my hair slip out. See like how easy it is to like pull my hair through it? I feel like it never, ever gets pulled on the clamp. So I don't know if that's normal or not. I don't know. Is that what it's supposed to look like? Like, is this what curls? I do straighten my hair 90% of the time. So it's like, is this what curls are supposed to look like? I'm doing Vlogmas this year. I've already decided that I'm gonna do 12 days of Vlogmas, the first 12 days of December, and just kind of see what, like, how it works out for me and stuff. I mean, I only get like 40 views a video, so like what's it matter anyways? But actually it's gonna be a surprise. I'm gonna do a surprise. But I am gonna do the 12 days of Vlogmas. Okay, and ignore the hanger on my floor. The Bloodstones weren't my first choice, but it is raining out and they're waterproof. It's supposed to rain this whole weekend, but I don't know. I think it's cute for somebody who writes Dark Academia. I do notice that the curls are already fading. I don't hate it, but I don't know. Somebody tell me if it looks good or not. I don't know. But I am, like, with this outfit, I'm really digging the dark. Okay, I do think the outfit, I don't want to say boring because it is what I wanted, but I do think it could use a little something. Well, I was going to wear my cute bee necklace, but it's got a little knot in it and I just don't have time to untie it. But I'm glad that I saw that now, so I know to untie it before our trip in a few weeks. Okay, I'm putting on my favorite perfume ever. It's By the Fireplace by Replica. I did not bring a jacket, but I do have this really cute, like, I wouldn't call pullover, like this button up, and I made sure to grab my book. And now I'm going to meet Brock. I'm actually really proud of myself because it's only 5:32, so I'm doing pretty good on time. Okay, I finally picked up Brock, and we finally found parking. Brock is actually going to be the most well-dressed person there because he just came from work. You want to show him your fit?
Next year? I hope so. I hope so. Or a disaster. But in the process of working on this, we learned that we actually have very different writing processes. Now, are there writers here? Too many. Too much competition. But we write very differently. We do.
We just got back from the event. It was really fun, although I do think it was a little short. I did not realize that the other author there was also an author, like they were in conversation with each other. I also did not realize that she was another author that I have a book on my TBR and my physical TBR in there. And so that was kind of exciting to see and hear both of them speak back and forth to each other, and I did get some goodies. The only downfall I would say is that we got there kind of late. Actually, we didn't get there late, but we got there about 6:40, which was later than I wanted to. The Charlotte traffic is no joke, but I do think that like it started maybe about 7:10 and it ended right at 8. When I bought the tickets, it said 7 to 9, but maybe that was just like they'll be there to sell the rest of the signed copies. I did bring my copy of Ninth House, like I said, and apparently that's not an out of question thing to say because they did have a sign that was like, in this event, we're not going to have a line for that, but we do have signed copies here for you to purchase. So I just purchased the books that I wanted. The only book that I had that I wanted her to sign was Ninth House, and I think since it's the exact same copy but signed, I'll just donate my other one. And I bought a ticket for me and my friend so we could get the books, but she wasn't able to make it, so Brock came with me. But each ticket, you could either get a single book or a bundle. And with the single, I did think this was kind of cool that you could pick which book of the duology you wanted. But we got the bundle, so here it is. This is Six of Crows. How cool it is. I also think it's really cool that sometimes when I get signed books, they're like mass signed. They're like signed and then copied onto the book. I don't think that's the case with any of these, and I thought that was really cool. Then here's Crooked Kingdom. They both have the sprayed edges. I do think they're really cool, but I will be honest, I have not read these books. I also found that the case to be with some of the other people there, but I have not read these books. But I think now that I have the physical copy and they're as gorgeous as they are, I think I'm going to have to read them. Okay, now on to the books that I do know and I do love that I bought. Okay, I told you I was gonna get Ninth House signed. And so this is the copy that they had. It's the same as the other copy I had. I think it's just the original. And then Hellbent, which I honestly love the copy, or I love the cover for. This is the one that I told you in my other video. I'm like, should I get a tattoo put on me of a snake just because I love this cover so much? And the more and more I look at it, the more I want to. Also, you can see this picture of the author on the back, and she is just as gorgeous in person as she is on the cover of these books. I've been following her for a while, and every time she posts a picture, every time I'm just like, she's so pretty, and she's just as pretty in person too. Then another book that I haven't read is The Familiar, but they had it and it's a signed copy. They should all be signed copies. Yes. See what I mean by like, it doesn't look like it was mass printed on. Ooh, really, really pretty. They were talking about The Familiar tonight just a little bit, but honestly not that much. But this is the first book that I've actually ever saw of Leigh Bardugo's, but then I decided to read Night House first. But they were talking about how her books are sometimes sexy, and as a smut and romance reader, I do think this is the one that I would like the most, so I think this is going to be the one I pick up next. Okay, and lastly, I do not have another Leigh Bardugo book, but I did get What Stalks the Deep by T. Kingfisher. She was the person that Leigh Bardugo was in conversation with. I actually have What Moves the Dead, but I think it's What Moves the Dead, What Feasts at Night, and then What Stalks the Deep. It is also signed. I don't know. This one looks printed on, but I don't think it is. Ooh. This is actually really pretty. Actually, now that I say this, this might be like, I think this is actually signed because it was open to this page. I think the booksellers like had it flipped to that page so that she could easily sign it. So that's really awesome. Ooh, I really like the cover. I don't care what people say. I like it when hardbacks have the slip covers. I'm not usually a hardback person, but I like being able to take it off or keep it on if I want it. I think that I'm really going to read this. I also mentioned this in another book, What Moves the Dead, and it was something that I was wanting to read, so it's really cool that that they had this there, and I got to meet this author, or not meet, but listen to this author and not even know it. Okay, and just some like extra things is, I'm pretty positive this is a deck of cards that they gave us. Yes. I'm assuming that has something to do with the Six of Crows, but I don't know. And it says the famous quote, "No mourners, no funeral." And then last but not least, we got this cute little tote bag that was also, I believe, a famous quote that I've seen of like, "I would come for you, and if I couldn't walk, I'd crawl to you." I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but you can see what it came as. Overall, I think it was a 10 out of 10 event, and I do think that if either one of them ever came back to the Charlotte area, I would definitely go see them again, or if they were ever in passing. It was honestly something that I found so fun, so I do think that I'm going to find more bookish events. I do have another one coming up in October, but I really don't think that's one that I could film for you guys because it's a virtual event, but I am getting a signed copy from one of my favorite authors, so I'm really excited to get that. This was a different type of vlog than the other videos, but I'm honestly really enjoying this. My next video, I think, is going to be another type vlog like this. We're going out of town for a whole weekend, and I'm going to bring some books with me, and we're just going to do some fun things, and I think that I want to like dabble in vlogging like that, so I'm kind of going to see how this one goes and the next one goes and how I can improve with it. But honestly, I liked doing this type of video more than I thought I would. And as always, thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this and other book videos in the future.